Hello again everyone, Saka here, and welcome to a new playlist, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, picking up right where we left off. Last time finishing up Lunar's Silver Star story. More of the same, but different. Hopping into Lunar, let's go.
Hanging silently in space, the world in the shadow of the blue star was once a lonely, barren place, unfit for habitation. However, Althena took pity on that world and transformed it into a place of beauty and wonder. She called the new world Lunar. Time and circumstance conspired to force Althena to populate Lunar with people from the blue star. And just as on the world from which they came from, life was held in a delicate balance. Through times of peace, war, chaos, and battle, the blue star loomed as the only constant in the new world. Thousands of years passed, burying the origin and purpose of the blue star in the sands of time. Eventually, the inhabitants of Lunar forgot why the blue star was there, or how it came to be, until a girl awakened that could join the two worlds, or tear them apart, forever.
This is not the proper time for my awakening. Something's gone very wrong.
Ruby, did you say something just now?
For the love of Athena, please don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
I'm sure I heard something. I should have brought Grandpa's chisel. This is way harder than I thought.
Well, hurry up! The timer on the trap is almost run out!
Huh? Wait, what trap?
Don't let your guard down! Hero, you always get carried away like this!
I know, Ruby. Just leave it to me. Yeah! There! I got it!
Yay!
The right sapphire jewel. It's beautiful, and it's all ours.
What's that rumbling?
Oh no! The exit's closing! Hurry!
Ah! The rope broke!
Ah!
Oh, Hero! Don't die on me! You just can't die!
I'm okay, Ruby. It's just a few bruises.
Phew, what a relief. Okay, that's it. No more exploring for us. I can't do this anymore, Hero. We always end up getting in some sort of trouble.
Shh, Ruby, listen.
What?
Ah! Come on, Ruby. Let's get out of here. Well, it looks like you've caught us in another messy situation. Oh, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, my name is Hero, and the flying cat is named Ruby. She says she's actually a baby red dragon, but I don't know if I quite believe her. She doesn't care, though. We've been friends for what seems like forever. My grandfather Gwyn is an archaeologist who taught us how to explore ancient ruins like this. Well, not exactly like this. Grandpa'd have a coronary if he saw me in this kind of danger. But you get the idea. I think it's so cool that these dungeons and ruins that time forgot can be found and explored by someone like me. The world I live in today is the result of things that happened long ago. Someday, I'll gather enough information from ruins like these to prove that.
Hero! Bust a move! I think we lost him! Hero! You dummy!
All right, initial thoughts. As I'm more familiar with Lunar 2, the first Ruby, back in the PlayStation and Sega CD era, had sort of a computer-enhanced pitch, but this voice actress seems pretty natural in how high a pitch Ruby can get, and Hero sounds pretty close, so woo! That was too close for comfort. One of those infernal ghouls singed my wings. But hey, it's just a small price to pay for that huge jewel we found. Uh-oh, we better head back to Grandpa's house before he starts to worry about us. And just like Lunar 1 starts with a jewel, we start with a jewel as well. So onward and upward. Actually, let's take a look at Heroes. Let's see, where do we get our equipment at? So, okay, a little bit different. So we got Adventurer's Clothes and a little dagger. We have 2 shield slots, maybe a ring and an amulet slot, helmet and shield. Okay, looks pretty good. And I wonder, does Ruby have all the items? It looks like Ruby does. Outstanding. Any magic? So Hero has the boomerang. That's right, off we go. And if I remember right, Grandpa's house, well, our house, was just down here. But first, of course, hit up the statue. And our first battle and grinding opportunity, it seems. All right, dung beetles. We're not going to go full AI yet. Okay, gotta get used to this this UI. All right, we'll attack the dung beetle. I don't know how many attacks Hero gets. So 1 per, good dodge, Hero. Oh, Ruby getting into the action. Null never did that. Null picked us up when we were down, but never actually scratched anybody. Oh, 2 attacks from Hero. Oof, and that is why that Althena statue is there. Good job, Ruby. 5 XP, 6 silver gained. And running away from all those flaming monsters and a giant boulders really wore me out. Hero, why don't we stand at the statue and send a prayer of love to Althena? I always feel better after a blessing from the goddess. As do I, Ruby, as do I. You know, we might try a boomerang or something of that nature. Come here, fly. Oh, lots of beetles. All right, so if we were to do some magic, so it attacks 1 creature, we can kind of keep our distance. Let's make good use of it. Okay, so they're in range, only 5 damage per pop. They're not in range. That's good. Geez, Ruby with the assist. Now, if we get 2 attacks, maybe Hero can one-shot. Yeah, get a pair of them. Good dodge, Hero and Ruby. I tell you what, Ruby is picking things up. Oh, that's right. Hero can run on the overworld map. I forgot about that. So one thing I'm trying to see, oh, there we go. So 146 XP to the next level. If we're only getting 5 per pop, that's quite a lot of battles we have to do in this general area. But with these sand sharks and mud monsters, I think we can get it done. All right, let's see if we can get in a 2-for attack. Ruby, are you going to assist us this time? Yeah, here she comes. Nice. And with that sand shark dodging like that, that's the first time that I've seen sort of an enemy dodge in Silver Star Story. We did some blocking, but the enemies didn't seem to do much as far as blocking goes. So, okay, learning some tactics here. Yeah, it's a constant flow of 5 XP, 5 XP, 5 XP. We'll take it. Oh, only 4 XP there, but there's our level up to 6. Some extra attack and all that good stuff. And I just have to say, the traveling music, the battle music, it's all bringing me back. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, now what did we do? No way. Hero, look over there!
Oh, here he comes.
Wow! Get a load of that, Hero! It's amazing. I wonder what kind of ship is able to move around without wind or sails like that.
Hey, you!
Huh?
Yes, you over there!
Who does this Joker think he is?
What are you doing in this area?
My name is Hero, and this is Ruby. Identify yourself.
I am White Knight Leo, leader of Althena's Guard, and this is the dragon ship Destiny. Now then, listen up! You kids need to evacuate these premises. I don't want to see any civilians accidentally caught in the middle of this thing. Return home immediately. Move it!
Leo's got kind of a a regal officer voice now. He used to be, "Certainly, I am White Knight Leo." So this guy sounds proper army, I have to say. This guy sure is bossy. Thanks for the warning, but we'll make our own decisions. Isn't that right, Hero? How amusing. Not only are you country folk rude and ignorant, but your pets are as well. What? I'm not Hero's pet, mister, and don't you forget it. Excuse me, but you just said you're the leader of Althena's guard. What is it exactly? And why would the goddess need you to protect her anyway? What? Are you so ignorant as to be unaware of the protectors of your world? Perhaps I should spare a moment to educate you, Hero. That is the name you spoke, is it not? Our world is approaching an era of darkness and destruction, Hero. It has been foretold. But prophecies are not set in stone. They speak of a possible future, not an inevitable one. And that is why you currently behold the dragon ship Destiny. I wonder if we're going to get to drive that thing. Althena's guard is here to wield the goddess's strength and save this world from cataclysm. Now that I've enlightened you, Hero, I again ask that you leave this place at once. And take your cat with you. I cannot guarantee your safety if you remain here any longer.
Helmsman, set a new course. Destination, Gwyn's Research Outpost.
He's gonna go see Granddad! And I think he's gonna beat us there. That thing has quite a lot of speed. Someone needs to teach that guy what a cat looks like. I didn't like what else he had to say either. An era of darkness? The destruction of the world? It creeped me out too, Ruby. What did he mean by that? And when he left, he shouted the name Gwen. What does he want with Grandpa? Gah, speaking of Grandpa, he's gonna be ticked if we're not home soon. Good point, Ruby. Let's get out of here. And we are off. Oh, more bugs. 4 XP there, and this is my next question. Do the enemies come back when we change maps? At least not here, so we can make a beeline right to the statue and pick up right where we left off. It'll be interesting to see if that fly comes back on the next map, and it looks like it stayed dead. So if that holds true the rest of the way, we know we can clear out an area. If a statue is nearby, no worries. Nice, Ruby with the finisher, 6 XP, 8 more silver. Oh, hello. Yes, it will come in handy. So some mud and some sand sharks, no worries. Nice, with that extra attack and defense, 5 XP, and we got an herb for our trouble. I see a land shark, let's go. Thank you, Ruby, 5 XP and 5 silver. Oh, I see you down there. We're gonna have to make our way around then. And we should get a 2 for here. Yep, 7 XP and 8 silver. No items. And this makes me wonder, you know, we're clearing out these enemies and they don't seem to come back with a map change. So is there a whole lot of grinding in this one, or is it make sure you just clear out every map that we end up on to get the most XP out of this? All right, we saw that chest right up here. Another herb perhaps? Ooh, 100 silver. It will come in handy. Nice, and there is level 7. 1 more attack, 1 more defense, 1 more agility, 1 more range, 2 more magic defense. Oh, and we learned Poe Sword. Yeah, that's gonna be our bread and butter for the entirety of this playthrough. And it looks like we are finally out of the cliffs, perhaps? Yes, indeed, on to Grandpa Gwyn's house, where we should see Dragon Ship Destiny. Yep, parked up right beside. We'll take that. All right, step inside. Yes, Lord Leo, I've spent many years researching the Blue Spire, but it remains a mystery to me, as it has been to everyone for hundreds of years. You can't possibly expect that I would know all of its secrets, or even any of them. Besides, what leads you to be interested in the Spire at all? Blue stars, secret riddles, pah! What a simple life you lead, my aged archaeologist. My work is out of much greater importance than digging up the offal of our ancestors. The Destroyer is coming to our world, and the Blue Spire is the place at which it will enter. The goddess Althena has given me direct and explicit orders to eradicate the Destroyer. The goddess Althena? A demon in the Tower of Blue? Bah, you speak nonsense. Utter nonsense. Whether you believe me or not, Gwen, I require your help, and I shall not leave without it. All right, God. Goddess Althena founded the priesthood to govern the world in her absence. And after her return, Althena's guard was established to carry out her will. All right? It is foretold that the destroyer will appear north of the Sahelen Desert. And what lies north? The Blue Spire, of course. And although the entrance into the spire is sealed, Lord Leo will find a way inside, and he will vanquish the destroyer with Althena's power. If you say so. Grandpa, what's up? Grandpa, we're home. There you are. If you weren't always late, I might have started worrying about you. This is Lord Leo, head of Althena's guard. He wants to know about the Blue Spire. Yes, and I was about to explain, I don't have the time for a history lesson. I have but a single question of you, Gwen. How does one break the seal of the spire's entrance? Ah, yes, well, that indeed is the million silver question, isn't it? I'm not exactly sure, of course, but it seems to me that if one were to take the... I don't have time to act on a hunch, old man. If you don't know the way inside, I shall simply have to destroy the Blue Spire with a blast of the Destiny's Dragon Cannon. Oh, nice guy. Hero, you have a kind face and a strong will, which makes you a valuable commodity. Why don't you leave this foolish field of archaeology and join us in Althena's guard? You have the potential to be a great warrior, Hero. I know a good man when I see one. Oh, I just bet you do. Why would Hero want to trade his freedom for servitude? He won't work for you. You are grating on my nerves, little one. Did you never learn to speak only when spoken to? Unless you have suddenly recalled the information I seek, I shall take leave of you now. I must prepare myself and the members of Althena's guard to confront the destroyer. And for your safety, Gwen, I suggest that you stay far away from the Blue Spire. For it is soon to be a battlefield, upon which the destroyer shall become the destroyed. All right, Leo's on a mission. Go get him, Tiger. That arrogant fop claimed the goddess has come to our world once again as a human, and is issuing orders directly to him. Very strange. And this destroyer he spoke of. Something's up, my boy. That's for certain. And I don't like the smell of it. Not one bit. Oh dear, Hero! Hero, my boy! Come quickly, you have to see this! Something's happening at the... Hurry, lad, hurry! Wonder what that's all about. Hey, Grandpa, what's up? Look, Hero! Do you see that strange beam of light shining forth from the Blue Spire? It's aimed directly into the heavens, pointed toward the blue star. It's a dang eclipse. Oh, something's coming down. I've lived near the spire for many years, Hero, and I've never seen anything quite like that. I think we've witnessed the arrival of the Destroyer, my boy, just as Lord Leo predicted. And I have the awful feeling that we're all going to be in a world of trouble. So we can either go to the Blue Spire, or we can go to the Blue Spire and check out that light. We should check out that light, Grandpa. What if it really was the Destroyer? We need to find out for sure, and warn Lord Leo if it is. And I know you won't be satisfied until you see it with your own eyes, right, Grandpa? Yes, I suppose you do have a point there, my boy. Well then, go get my weapon in the basement. It might be a little rusty, but it'll do. I'll get the things we need from the house, although there's only one item we must have. I'm not letting you and Ruby travel to the Spire by yourself, that's for certain. Grandpa's gone on a mission. This is so exciting, Hero. What do you think we're going to find at the Spire? Well, other than a fantastic adventure, of course. Not that I didn't like the dragon ruins. but I can't help but feel that something really amazing is about to happen. Oh, it will, Ruby, if you only knew. I can't help but wonder what we'll find at the Blue Spire. What do you think it is, Hero? A naked girl with flowing blue hair who will don a red outfit, but just a wild guess. All right, Grandpa, I'm gonna go to the basement now. I was gonna say, Grandpa locked me out. Wow, that's the oldest knife I've ever seen. I wonder where Grandpa Glenn got it from. Ancient dagger. Might be old, but it's sharp. I wonder. Hey, Hero. Ooh, 3 extra attack, 2 extra agility, 2 extra speed. Not gonna say no. Althena's Dragons, Volume 1. The colors. The goddess is served by 4 dragons, each with a different color. White, blue, black, and red. Well, it should be white, red, blue, black, but who's counting? The combined strength of Althena and the dragon shields our world from the forces of evil. Other creatures have been called dragons, but only the creatures born of Althena are true dragons. All right, Vane, the Magic City, Volume 1, A Glorious History. There once existed in this world a city which floated above the clouds with the power of magic. Then it got wrecked. But the Magic Emperor used his evil power to blast Vane from the heavens, and the magic was lost. The Grindery blasted it from the sky, if we're being pedantic. Dragon Masters, Volume 3. Alex, we know that guy. A Dragon Master is the sworn protector of the goddess Althena and her strongest warrior. But the world has been without a Dragon Master since the last rebirth of the goddess. The last Dragon Master to walk our world was named Alex. All right, cool. A Brief History of Althena, Volume 1, Glorious Rebirth. Every few hundred years, we are blessed with the return of Althena, the goddess of beauty and love. Althena leads her children into an era of peace and absolute harmony before returning to the heavens. All right, onward. The Blue Spire, here we go, this might be important. Many mysteries lurk deep within the Blue Spire, located to the north of the Salian Desert. The spire's entrance is sealed with powerful magic. No one has seen its interior for hundreds of years, until today. Oh, a box of tissues there. Althena and Lunar, Volume 1, Darkness to Light. Long ago, the goddess Althena left the dying blue star and came to the lifeless world of Lunar. Lunar was made a land of beauty and wonder, and Althena brought her children from the blue star. All right. The Lost Frontier, Volume 1, Legend. Many claims have been made that people once lived upon the surface of the blue star, but these unproven claims have merely added to the blue star's rich tapestry of myth and lore. All right. The Lost Frontier, Volume 2, Longing. Many people have gazed into the night sky and, basking in the blue star's light, felt a strange sadness. Is it merely the blinding beauty of the blue star that stirs the heart? Or does it run deeper than that? Answers at 6. The Ancient Ruins of Lunar. This book is dedicated to the joys of discovery and to my grandson hero, Gwen. Hey, Grandpa's book. He's an established author. And living like this, I believe it. All right, Grandpa, we found the thing in the basement. I knew I'd put it away for safekeeping. I'd just forgotten where it was. This jewel is the key that opens the entrance of the Blue Spire. Hold on to it for me, all right? He straight up lied to Leo. Be sure to equip the weapon you took from the chest. It's no use to us in your bag, my boy. Good work, my boy. You already equipped your weapon. I can see you're anxious to get going. I have to admit that I'm quite excited myself. I haven't been on an adventure in ages. Well, let's get moving, my boy. The Blue Spire is due north of here and mighty hard to miss. All right, Gwen is now with us. What level is he? Level 9. So Grandpa is actually stronger than us. And we will see exactly how strong he is next time, everyone, when we head toward the Blue Spire. But it is good to be back in Lunar 2. I'm whistling the music. I'm just having a great time. But like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll see me for episode 2 of Lunar Eternal Blue. Take care.